Menahot Daf Petet Amud Aleph, 9 lines from where it gets wide. Ninth wide line. Shisha the Parar Ba'ala Shisha Keves Mishnah said six lugin was for the bull, four lugin for a ram, three lugin vessel for the lamb. Minan Hano Sativ and Iskem Hatzi Ain Yela Par. Hin Tresad Luge Havian. You know, Hin is 12 lugin, Tektiv Shem and Zayatin. Uktiv Shem Hat Kodesh Zay Li Lidoro Techem. Zeh, when he says the word Zeh, Big Matya Tres Harevan equals 12. Therefore, teaching you Hin is 12. Okay, Shosha Mahsad Murah Hatsi Log the Neb. He said 3.5 lugin for the home and which is a half log each. Mina I know some of the Ma'arif ad Bokit. Hin Midat give the Murah its full measurement of oil. That what? Should do like it for a little bit Ma'arif ad Bokir should continue burn from all night till the next day. The explanation Ma'arif ad Bokir and Chavadash Kshira Ma'arif ad Bokir Ela Zubva. This is the only service in the Beit HaMikdash that was kasher from evening till day. فشروح حميم المتزي log me'urta avat sefran. The Hachamim said, you should use only a half a log. Yigid Amri Ma'al Lamata Shi'aru, according to those opinions, say that the mineral oil went from larger to lower, which means that they tried it, they experimented. Yigid Amri Ma'al Lamata Shi'aru, and some people say they experimented the opposite way. So the first opinion is they went from, let's say, 5 lugin to lower, and then the other opinions say, they started from lower and went up. Mandamar Matal Allah Sharu, according to that they went from down to up. Hatzurah Hasan because they were worried about Hashem's word about money. Mandamar Malala Mata Sharu, according to that they went from top to bottom. There's no such thing as being cheap in a place of Kedusha like the Beit HaMikdash. Ma'arvin Eske, Parim Ben Eske, they mix together the Nesachim of the bulls or the Nesachim of the rams. You combine it. Neske Kivasim, Neske Kivasim, lambs and Nesachim of other lambs, Sheyachim Shazibor, individual Nesachim with the community Nesachim Sheyom B'Shalem, either today or yesterday, doesn't make a difference, it's still interchangeable. But you cannot mix together the Nesachim of lambs with the Nesachim of bulls or rams. If you combine the ingredients separately, when the hydrogen became mixed, كشرين ده كشر. إمعاد شلو بلا بازو if they became mixed before you combined it, they're puzzle. Hakeves haba in the lamb that was brought with the omer. Afa pish minha to kifula, even though the minha ingredients are doubled there, 2 isarons of flour. Lo hayun nisachaf kilim, the nisachim is not double, the oil and wine. Okay, Omini vestira, vektira, but says the Kohen shall burn it on the beach. Shlo ya'arev halavim b'halavim, which that means you should not mix one sacrificial part with another sacrificial parts. So how can you say the nisachim to be mixed? The Gemara says, Mar Yochanan, Emin arvuka. He's saying, but the avar if it already happened, it's kasher, but you shouldn't do the chatchila. Here's the case. Then Marvin is keeping is keeping seemingly he says you can't do it at all, even if it's with the avad with different animals. But the next part says they are mixed, they are kosher. Michal the Rish after the like the Mishnah, the initial cases they're talking about the chatchila. Okay, fine. ما بيا أخي كمان. معرفين ينام من التعريف ساعتين مش منام. If you can mix the wine of the seven menachot, if their flour and oil became mixed already, but you can't mix the flour and oil together. The Anana Chatzilah will mean you can't do wine. But the says, when do we say that you can't mix Nesachim bulls or rams with lambs, Bisal B'Shem, that means the flour and oil of a yain and having, but you can do wine. Versus he says, let me explain. In the case where you already burnt the flour and oil on the Zbeach, then you can for sure mix the wine there. If it's not burnt yet, if it already became mixed by accident, you can throw in the wine. If it's not mixed yet, and don't mix it. Because many people might come to mix it. Okay. The land that's brought with the Omer. You don't double it even though the mincha is doubled. Nesachim is not doubled, even though the rest is doubled. Mincha shall be double. 2 isrons. They made a keves. Teaches the lamb that comes with the Omer. The mincha is doubled. Yeah, Chalkashim Shmatok Klan is met. It's the same way the mincha is doubled. Kachin over kafuz, so the wine's doubled. To mudamar, bin isko yain or revi tahin. To another verse says, the nesach shall be wine, quarter vehi. Now, holy head, kafu. Maybe you might think that the wine should not be doubled. She'enu nichlal nivlal minachato because the wine's not mixed with mincha. Avli yeshem no kafu, but you shouldn't double the oil. She'nivlal minacha because that is mixed with the flour or mincha. Ulamar, the verse says, bin isko it's nesach. When it's chavzon is levit, you should keep it as a quarter heat. My time with the Highland from Gemara Brazar, Ti Viniska. It mentions the word Viniska in the Nesach feminine. Ukrina and Vinisko, we read it as Vinisko with male. Kesach, what does that teach you? Niska the Mincha Kinisko the Yain. The Nesach of the Mincha is like the oil of the wine. My Yain Revit. Sorry, the Nesach of the Mincha, which is the oil, should be like the Nesach of wine. Just like the wine is a quarter of Shemin Amrit, so to the Shemin is a quarter. Rabbi Yochanan. Hashem Mitzvah Sheshchatosh Lishmo, Hashem Mitzvah that was slaughtered not for the right purpose. Ta'on Sachim, you still need Sachim. Shem Iya Ta'on American, if you don't say that, Pisato, you make it possible. The Gemara says, Matkif, Rabba Sheba Agada, and that is the case. Kevis Haba, Ima Omer, Sheshchatosh Lishmo. You brought a lamb for the Omer, but slaughtered for not the right purpose. To him in Hato Kiva, you should double the Mincha. Shema Iya Ta'on American, if you don't say that, Pisato, you already made Basil. The morning, tell me that slaughtered for the wrong purpose. Yeheta'on Shnei Gizilin Bekoin Ahad, you should make sure one coin puts down the 2 blocks of wood like you usually have to. If you don't do that, does it make it pasul? We're trying to say keep everything uniform. Also, v'tamid shel ben arbaim the afternoon mincha she just lose when sort of wrong purpose. The 8 hour shnei konim two konim should bring 2 woods. She might have because if you're not, you make it pasul. The one they're all true. Yes, good. And then my Rebbe says, "Had the minay makab only mentioned in one case the mitzvah." Rav Amar is the answer. Bishlam Hanach Holid the case makes sense by other no because they're all olas. Elo Hazuda Havav. So therefore, if you're not able to bring it as what you need to bring it for, what you were required to bring it for, that which you had to bring it, if you had the wrong thing in mind, then just bring it as voluntary. Regarding the Mishnah, if you don't make it as the Misuras Korban, Hashem Nadava Meika, there's such thing as a voluntary Hashem. That's why you have to do that. Gemara says, Tanakh the proof. Hashem Misuras Shadashkatab Lo Lishmo, Oshlan Tamid Mal Gabi Vanot, Arizay Olot, Lugabe, you still bring it up, Vaton Nizachim, you bring in Nizachim, Vasarich Hashem Ahad Adon, you bring another Hashem to complete it, in order for now to bring it in. Therefore, we see it still needs Nizachim. New Mishnah. Kol Midash Midash Hayu Nigdashot. All the dry measurements in the Midash, they had a heap. They were piled on top of the brim. That heap was already inside. It was considered level. Liquid measurements, the brim with liquid touches the top edge. That's considered kadosh. Regarding the dry, the brim is not kadosh. Says, the liquid measures are kadosh. Therefore, the brim is kadosh. The dry measures are not kadosh. That's why their overbrim is not kadosh. Rabbi says, that's not the reason why. Because the liquid becomes moved when it's poured in. Yeah, but the dry does not move when it's poured in. And therefore, the liquid that was on the top probably was already in the bottom already, and that's why it makes it kadosh.